Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Tower of God Chapter 470 or Season 3 Episode 53. I'm really excited to read this week. Not only was I excited to read going into this, but I had some other stuff to do today, so I'm not getting to record this until the afternoon, so I just saw a tweet go up from Dr. Bonehead. And he mentioned this, and I'm assuming his sources are probably good for this. I didn't go out and confirm it myself or anything, but that the voice actors for the anime for Rack is going to be the voice actor of All Might from Boku no Hero Academia. And the voice actor for Kun Aguro Agnes is going to be the voice actor for Bakugo, so that makes me extremely excited because I've been a huge fan of Bakugo's voice actor for much longer than I've actually known of Boku no Hero Academia, because years before I even started doing YouTube, Tawada Mujutsu no Index was my favorite series, so I've known the voice actor as the voice of Accelerator for a long time before, and being a huge fan of them there before even discovering Boku no Hero Academia. So, yeah, I'm really excited for that one. I'm not, like, I love All Might's voice actor as All Might, but I don't really know any of their other roles super well. I'm pretty sure they were Scar in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I think they were in Penny and Stocking. They might have been Garter Belt, but I watched both of those in dub, so I don't have a connection to their voice actor in that role or anything. But I'm super excited if that's true about the two of them, and I totally trust Dr. Bonehead's sources. But I just saw that tweet, like, sitting at Twitter while I was setting up all my recording stuff, and it made me just super excited. I'm really happy about that one. And again, I'm assuming Japanese voices, because I think we're probably a good ways out from any kind of dub announcements. So yeah, but while I'm speaking on that, if you want to go check out other Tower of God YouTubers and support them, plenty of them out there that I'm sure you've already heard of if you're watching my videos, like Dr. Bonehead, who also does the Tower of God dub, which is great, and Nia D. Hemmings, Hell Sympathizer, are both great. And also, there's this new channel, XX Milios XX, throwing in the X's there because I think if you just search Milios it probably wouldn't come up. Just started doing reactions and read-throughs for Tower of God, so they're a good chunk of the way through Season 1 by now. I'm a little bit behind on their videos, but I'm loving those so far. I've been listening to them while I've been working and stuff. So yeah, those are great. Go check out them too, and be sure if you do, don't spoil them. Don't spoil them. Let him enjoy it for himself without any sort of hints or anything. So yeah, those are just other channels that I enjoy and people that have been good to me. But yeah, either way, let's go ahead and finally start reading 470. I just wanted to talk about that anime voice actor stuff really quick, because that was something that had me personally really excited. So yeah, 470, let's see what's going to happen. We just had Evankel and Karaka showing up to help Bomb, as well as Yama and all of the Cage. So I'm thinking we'll probably see some more fights here. I wonder who they might fight against, if different high rankers from the army are going to be standing up against them, how these fights are going to like line up, like who against who, because the army still has them like majorly, massively outnumbered for right now. So another exciting thing is going to be who else is going to show up. I don't know if we're going to have any more big surprise appearances this chapter or not, or if we're just going to fight for a little while before we get the next surprise appearances. But either way, let's start. Until our very last breath, and we're seeing this big panel of the Cage going up to this cross-section entrance, and all these ships there. We had the crackling from Evankel's orb. Thanks to that, we managed to sneak in without anyone noticing, but there's way more of them in here than I thought. Look at all those Shinzu cannons and barrier ships. It'd be hard even for a high ranker to get past all that. It's actually pretty badass. I love Evankel. Is that the second defensive wall? It looks thinner than the first one, but I don't see any openings in it. There seem to be doors leading inside, but I doubt they'll just throw the door open for me. I guess I don't have much of a choice then. Alright, I'll just have to burn it to the ground. Meathead mode activate. The rankers have crossed the first defensive wall. Get in position for battle, everyone. Get in formation. Captain, Yes, keep the Shinsu cannon ships moving forward so the faction doesn't fall apart while the high rankers are fighting. Don't let a single living creature pass that wall. Alright, and we're seeing Chonhee. And don't let your guard down, just because we outnumber them. In a battle like this, even a high ranker can go down in the blink of an eye. Yes, ma'am. But the cage won't be able to cross the first wall anyway. Why did they bring it all the way here, she thinks. Because it's probably full of a ton of people who can try to get through, unless their plan is to just break down the wall itself instead of pass through. 52nd floor, in the intrusion. Okay, the intrusion won. So excited. And this is probably Evankel's flames? Yeah. Charging a squadron in defensive formation all by yourself. That takes a hell of a lot of confidence, even for you, the Infernal Evankel. This is a lineup. We have Elpathian, but is that Tinker Yolche up there? And then somebody with long blue hair. I might just be forgetting somebody that's part of that group. Somebody with long blue hair. Ari Braicherin, and I think this is a new outfit. I'm pretty sure her outfit before was like fully white. Who is like one of my favorites. I love Ari Braicherin. And we've got Cool Nasam K, who is the jobber Cool Nasam K. Okay, this is cool. So I wonder if last time when we had the fight with Evankel, we had a team that I thought was really cool with the team dynamics with Elpathian is the light bearer, then Ari Braicherin is the fisherman, and I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, Cool Nasam K was the scout, but he just got jobbed out at the very beginning. But the spear bearer and the wave controller were Cha Tanwa, and the drill head guy, Shakul I think was his name. And they both got taken out, likely killed. So I wonder if these two here, Tinker Yolche, and I guess that might be her clone guy thing that just follows her around or something. And whoever this other guy is, because I don't think that's the way Yolker looked. I don't think that's Yolker. Maybe they're the replacements here for Shakul and Cha Tanwa as their 5-person team. Alright. Ahaha, finally, time for revenge. Freaking Cool Nasam K. There they are. This time, the squadron is entirely in defensive mode. They won't let their guard down like last time. Not even you can get them all, can get by them all on your own. And I think Elpathian's the one guy still wearing the same outfit. Alright. I'll show you just how powerful our defenses really are when I sink my lighthouse with our fleet of barrier ships. And of course, as much as we joke around about like Elpathian not doing too much, it showed how impressive he was that he was controlling so many lighthouses back at the last station and was containing the fight between Evankel and first Ari Braicherin, and then trying to contain it when she fought Kunroyal Elliot. So he is, like, maybe not strong in a fight, but he is at least powerful. I'll show you just how powerful our defenses really are when I sink my lighthouse with our fleet of barrier ships. Pooh ha 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 ha. You still have no idea who you're up against, do you? Do you really think those little toys of yours scare me? And we see all of these, pillars of flame coming forth. And now we have Karaka fighting as well. Probably cutting around to something else. I won't let you harass my troops anymore. Oh, and we have Chonhee coming out to stop Karaka. I like that Chonhee has a different look going on here. I like it better than her armor look, but I think the look I liked most for her was right after the last station during the epilogue bits. I thought she had a really cool outfit. "Ha, Chonhee, you're still in the 4th Squadron," says Karaka. "Of course, I'm a soldier. I'm more surprised to see two new FUG slayers in a hopeless battle like this. Aren't you risking a bit too much just to save your old master? What if we win?" "What?" "If we win this fight, what do we gain and what do you lose? We're not the ones afraid of losing. You are. We're taking everything in this fight." That's true. If they are 2 new slayers, what does FUG lose? 2 new slayers. Depending on if the army loses here, that is a huge, like, blow to just the very concept or the thought in the tower of Zahard's army being unbeatable. And just that thought is probably what holds a lot of people back from rebelling. We're taking everything in this fight, my master, and the lead in any future fights. Advance. Move the Shinsu cannon ships forward. Fire at the cage. A battleship. Don't you dare look away from me in a fight. Okay. And Karaka seems to be guarding using that armor. Now we have all the cannons lining up in front of Yama. That's so cool looking. Some of these panels are just... the scale of this is massive. Jeez, look at them all, thinks Yama. The barrier won't hold if we get any closer. Oh well, it's not like the cage could ever get through us, or through a little space like that anyway. If I send out the small warships, the Shinsu cannons will destroy them in a heartbeat. Now I can see why they say this place is almost impossible even for a guide to get into. But, as long as there's at least a tiny opening, and he looks over, we've got someone who can create a way for us. This is so brilliant. I was not expecting this. This is such a genius use of Kelhelm's abilities too, because he can use the freaking Shinsu arrows to teleport them all through the roots past the wall. That I didn't even think of Kelhelm being here, since we didn't see him at the end of last chapter. That's so good. We've got someone who can create a way in for us. And Kelhelm grabs an arrow. So freaking... two of my favorite characters working together now. Freaking Yama and Kelhelm. In the past, 1 week before the attack on the nest. The part of the wall with the cage. What? You're not going to fight in the battle? That's right. So many people so many canine people have died and want revenge. I'm fighting whether Yisrach is there or not. And I like the eye symbols on Kelhelm's little I don't want to call it a skirt, but his little cloak that he wears. You're the one who's trying to take advantage of my brother just so you can use the canine people as a shield, and now you want to run away like a goddamn coward. You're right. Regardless of what my intentions were, I admit I'm responsible for this mistake. But I wouldn't be of any use to you in this battle anyway. This whole thing just made me realize once again, Zahard is controlling the fate I see. Even if I went into battle with you, Zahard's army would just use me against you. No matter how powerful I am, I would be useless. So that's cool to show, like, Kelhelm's extremely powerful in ordinary circumstances. Kelhelm's ability to see the future would be really, really, really useful. But because the future he's seeing is being messed with by Zahard, it's actually more of a liability because Zahard can just pull some more big brain plays. Okay. I strongly recommend you go on without me. Alright? Shut up! Oh, I love it. You call yourself an FUG elder. You could take me and Evankel at the same time, for Christ's sake. You had the balls to try to use the canine people as puppets just for some war. Even a freaking regular's going to fight them and you're running away? Don't be ridiculous, you old coward. Even the smallest openings in those walls would help. And I love that he's bringing this up. Like, you're going to sit out and fight? You could take on Evankel, who is number 60, and freaking Slayer Yama. You could take on Evankel and Yama at the same time. Like, using all the canine people just as puppets. You're that powerful, and you want to sit out. So I get why he wants to sit out, but at the same time it's so cool that Yama's trying to, like, bring this up to convince him. I need you to clear an opening for us. We'll handle the rest. Every little bit helps. Show me you've got some guts, damn it. That way, at least, I'll be able to give the canine people a reason to let you live. And I love this, too, because, again, he was trying to dethrone Yama and make Doom into the Slayer so that he could control them. So this is Yama showing him that Yama is the right choice to be a Slayer as an Elder. I love that. That's a really good addition to the story that was being told with them earlier in Season 3. And he pulls the arrow back. So-oh, I know. I told them not to go, but I'm not spoiling the fun for them if they really want this. So don't blame me for whatever happens. And of course she uses her abilities to warp the Shinsu of the roots in whichever direction she wants. And we see all these pathways going around the cage now. What's going on over there, says Chonhee. What's that flash of light? And we have Coldness Amke brought back the pizza cutter. Coldness Amke with the pizza cutter there with Elpathian. This is so good, and I love seeing the arrow flying past Waryun and Bomb here. This is such a good chapter. Some of these panels are so great. Crap. It's here, says Evankel. I can't believe this. The cage went into the wall. Hey, Zahard's lackeys. And Yama's still just standing there. I'm gonna send each and every one of you to hell. So tell the canine people over there for me. Someday, I'll make sure Yusracha joins you bastards in hell too. So tell them to keep their fangs sharp and wait for me. What? What the hell's that guy talking about? And now we're seeing Doom ripping apart ships with his abilities. And now Paul coming in. Haven't been able to use both my arms in ages. It's kind of nice. Oh, and I put in the comments of last week's reaction that I didn't even notice my first time reading in the reaction. I noticed that Doom's wings were back, but I didn't say anything. I didn't even notice his arm was back. So I made sure to throw that in the comments that I noticed it later on when going back through the chapter. I haven't been able to use both my arms in ages. It's kind of nice. Waryun, we should go help too. What? You're not going anywhere, says Charlie. I've had enough of this. Do I look like some kind of amateur ranker to you two? If it weren't for you, I'd be on track to becoming an elite official. You guys are so dead. And then we have this crash behind him. What the hell? Is he a ranker? I can't figure out who he is. Freaking Cha. That's a good panel of Cha as well. Sorry. I'm late, Sir Viol. And he kneels to him. I'll lead the way from this point on. Let's go. It's time to destroy Zahard's forces and rescue your master. Am I invisible or what? You're gonna have to get past me if you want to go anywhere. Until the B-rank test, I never failed even once. I'm an ultra elite. Charlie, I think that's the hero that Squadron 5 woke up at the wall. He's as strong as a high ranker. Who are you? I'm Charlie, the Invisible Man. Well, safe travels, guys. I'm just a regular nobody. I freaking love Charlie. I talk so much about how his design is so goofy, but he's hilarious. The situation's getting kind of serious. Don't you think you should go help Squadron Commander Number 4? I'll go. Oh? Like Squadron Commander Number 4 said, I've got dibs on Yama. I'll go deal with him myself, says Yusracha. That's all right, Squadron Commander. Squadron Number 5 should stay by the second defensive wall. We'll handle things here. What? Seeing that the enemy brought all the canine people here, maybe they found something to fight you with. But now, just because of that confidence of theirs, they've charged right between the two walls. This is the perfect chance for us to annihilate them. We can just wear them down. We outnumber them anyway. Plus, our squadron has reinforcements from Lopobia. They're some of the most powerful warriors in the Lopobia family. Okay, this is interesting. We have this blue Shinsu here. Even a Slayer would have a hard time beating them. And now some kind of crow. Is this going to be one of the great beasts or something? Even a Slayer would have a hard time beating them, so they're like, for real, for real. I know it was a direct order from the family leader and everything, but I can't believe he sent a... Okay, so it is a branch leader then, so that's... The crow is probably legit one of their things. Like one of the great beasts. But I can't believe he sent a branch leader like me here. Head of the Windbird branch of the Lopobia family. Repulsive, isn't it? High ranker, Lopobia Dokoko. Okay. A branch leader. That means he's the strongest guy in their family branch. I haven't had to face commoners like you in ages. I'll tear you to shreds with my claws. And we have the six-winged bird coming in. If there's a branch leader from the Lopobia family here, does that mean Yusracha's here too? It's a good thing I came here after all. And we have again this freaking smile, like we saw when he was yelling earlier. I love it. This was such a good chapter. This is one of my favorite chapters in a long time. I can't wait until I finally catch up on reviews and I get to talk about this one. This was incredible. I loved it. There was so much content and all of it was so good. I really like the development for the future of the story, or the continuation of the story, between Kelhelm and Yama and the things done with their characters. All the just hype moments with our allies coming in and all that. Charlie was funny. I kind of like the Chom-Bomb relationship. I know at least Naya, I think, has said that they don't really like it. But I've always liked these characters that are just completely this loyal person to the main character, and they're also a badass. There are a lot of examples of that, I guess, sort of like, I always liked Gokudera from Katekyo Hitman Reborn, even though he wasn't like super stronger than the main character. Or, I guess late game Jeremiah Gutwald from Code Geass. But characters like that I've always been a huge fan of, the just sort of like super powerful loyal soldier guy. So yeah, I'm interested in Cha in this role, but I wasn't expecting it at all. But that's part of what makes it interesting to me, is that this wasn't what I expected his character to be like, so it's something different. I love seeing some of these characters from Squadron 4 again, so I'm excited to see what they do, and not just the Lopobia people, but when Squadron 5 gets involved, we just got to see a little bit of like Kendrick Deal and Hasacha, Haracha, and what was the other one? Not Nanotona, but there was another Lopobia with a similar name. Sorry, it was... Fuchil. Never mind. Yeah, so I'm excited to see all of them in action, because they're supposed to be division commanders too, so they need to be pretty tough. I want to see what's going on with Dory and Frog. I want to see them again. There's just so much I'd love to see go on here. And who else is going to show up as Bomb's ally? Because again, right now, they're super outnumbered, but I know that this isn't going to be it. We're still going to have more people coming in clutch throughout the course of this arc. But I'm super excited. Gonna go ahead and get this video posted as soon as possible. If you did like the video, comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, what you thought of my thoughts, reaction, all that. Subscribe for more Tower of God, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want to. I'll keep you updated there and stuff for the channel, or talk to you there. If you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord, just ask and I can give you a link. And lastly, if you want to help support the channel on Patreon so that I can keep making these videos, just in general, then it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. It really does seriously help me to keep making these. But even if not, thank you so much for being a part of the community and all. And I'll see you all next time.